got player retirements, we've got organisations leaving the Clash of Clans scene, and we've got a couple of no changes at all. But boring. I'm not going to make a video about them. Much more interesting is all the changes that have happened. In this video, we're going to run through all the esports changes so that you know exactly what's going on with the teams. Let's get in the video. Quite early on in 2021, we knew that Hold My Beer, the Space Station Gaming Clash of Clans manager, was retiring and moving away from the... maybe not moving away from Clash team, but moving away from management. Now, the implications of that is that actually that entire team has basically been redone. Now, the org hasn't left Clash of Clans, it's still there, it's still present, but they've gone, instead of a North American team, we've got very much a South American team now. This is a Brazilian powerhouse. We've got Marinol, who was in last year's team, and we've got Bernal added in there as well as Castro, Leo, and Selenio. So that is just one of the most stacked Brazilian teams. Now, it doesn't have all the top Brazilian players. We're missing Luke, we're missing a couple others, but that is a really strong team, and that is going to be really exciting to see. So what does that mean for the old SSG players? Well, Marinol's staying where he is, and we're pretty sure that Nick is retiring. There was some rumours that Lex was also thinking of retiring, but actually Lex has joined a new team called Chasmacs. Chasmacs originating in Clash Royale, moving into the Clash of Clans scene for the first season. This is the new North American team. This is one that a lot of the NA fans will be supporting. We've got players from Volume 0. The main lineup from this team is Volume 0. We've got a whole host of players from Volume 0. We've got Lexnos coming in from SSG. And from Lost Metagaming, we've got Rainbury, one of the best friendly challenge players in North America. Alternate Attax, the organisation that has dominated the Clash of Clans scene for the past couple of years, has moved away from Clash of Clans. Now, this is part of a wider picture. If you look at their Twitter, it looks as if there's a lot of parts moving around and getting shifted about, and the fact that Alternate Attax, the team, didn't win the Clash of Clans World Championships this year, I think had a massive impact on this. But they've actually downsized their streaming capacity and all that, and moved away from quite a few games. So it's kind of like an organisational restructure. Now, the players are staying on the most part together. We have had Valley announce his retirement, and that has left a spot open in this lineup. The player that is drawn in to replace Valley is Tryhard from MCES, which is a huge acquisition. Linnaid was such a big player, and I think he will definitely have had an influence. He previously moved from MCES to Alternate Attax before retiring at the start of this year, and I think that he will have had a massive influence in Tryhard moving across to Alternate Attax as well. That's a really interesting, really exciting addition to the Alternate Attax team. Tribe Gaming, another stalwart of the Clash of Clans scene, is going to continue on, but it's going to have some big changes there as well. We've lost Eve Check and Eve Maxi. They have both announced their retirement, and Tribe haven't announced anything official yet, but they have put a nice little cryptic clue on their Twitter account. And the smart money for these initials is Kronos, Nabrax, Timtastic, Vendetta, and Mark as the most likely lineup for Tribe Gaming. Another org looking to make some big shakes in the Clash of Clans scene is Aphelion. Now, Aphelion have had a few teams in the past, and then they kind of downsized right down to just one team. They had the former Team Ninja, or Aphelion Ninja, playing and doing really well, getting all the way to the World Championships, World Champion Finals earlier on this year. So Aphelion are coming in to add to that roster, to add to that Japanese roster. They're wanting to look to add 2 EU teams and 1 NA team. Now, I've seen a provisional roster, but I'm not allowed to share it with you at the moment, for one of the EU teams, and it's quite exciting. It's got some real characters in there, and it should be another really interesting couple of teams in there. I'm really excited to see what Aphelion could do on the scene. KOG have announced their retirement. There's no word from their players about if anything else is happening. They've just gone. Not really much else to say about that. Bye. I've got a bit of a theory behind this one as well, but despite just having their logo redesigned, Queen Walkers have now officially changed their name. They've changed to Team Queen Stephanie. No logo or anything confirmed yet, no roster changes exactly, just a name change. I think this comes about because Stephanie Muchabi Esports, when they acquired Queen Walkers, what they started saying in Discord servers, quite a lot of streaming services, they were wanting streamers to continually announce that Queen Walkers was now sponsored by Muchabi Esports. And that's fine, but actually, if they're not running that competition or not sponsoring that competition, then it might come up in conversation, but it's not. It feels like a strange requirement to put on every single stream. And I think this is a deliberate attempt to try and get their name more prominent in more streams. So the name changes come about. I don't know if this is part of the original deal with Queen Walkers. I imagine that this is something that has been added in later on.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
The fact that we had a logo redesign recently and all that. So it's a bit of a shame. I really like the Queen Walkers name, but now we've got the Queen Stephanie Walkers. Adding to this lineup, we also have most of the players from NiChang Dance, AS Monster, minus Fluxy coming across, and they're going to be taking on the team name of King Muchraba. Now, I've spoken to Fluxy, but he will not tell me where he's going and what he's got planned. But I'm sure that he'll be able to find a team as well, so I'm really excited to see where Fluxy ends up within this organisational change as well. And while there's no official announcement from MCES yet, we've got Kingsman, Erium, Cynthia, Nacho and Dizzy as the likely lineup for MCES going forward. And I mentioned Luke earlier on, one of the best Brazilian players not playing as part of SSG. He's going to be in QSFN. He's got Kitano, Luke, Giovanni, Troc, Paris, Yusi and Pai as the likely QSFN lineup going on there as well. Other teams to look out for, we saw a tweet from a team called SG just saying that they're going to be playing together now. We've got Sahara from Unicorns of Love and Elliot in there as well. So that's a really interesting team. I'm interested to see where they go. Another name to look out for is Savage Skull. They have just started playing together. They've been doing a bit of a recruitment process for quite a while now. I'm really interested to see what this team can achieve. Now, the lineup isn't confirmed yet, but they are playing together in some competitions and just sort of seeing if they can gel as a team. But that's a really exciting lineup, and that's a name that I think, with whatever players they've got, that's a name you're going to see on the scene within 2022. I've definitely missed people. There'll have been stuff that's happened on Twitter that I've missed. It's definitely going to have happened. If there's some news or confirmation that you've seen that you want to share, put it in the comments below, let us know about it, and see you next time. Cheers, bye.